Hello. Gonna be doing a challenge run. Gonna be attempting Durendal and should only run. And for it, we have two main lines of play. We can go green as usual with like we do with those runs, and probably Sekoldi. It's the it's one of the best ones to try it with because of the 5 extra deck. You can go Flareon Shells and you have the starting ammo depot, so you can just account for that loss of range, and it's pretty decent. Another option probably would be Milio as usual, Ovivin for the extra range, Kosagi because well actually Sun Command is quite hard to fit, but you're green, so you might be able to fit it in a corner and just use it for cash. Like you get a flat and just place the Sun Command in a place where it can't shoot anything. What else? I don't know if to get extra blueprints just like you do with Mirador. So those are the choices for green, but you can also use blue because the weapons in the HQ are Durendals essentially. Well, I mean the last weapons, and I'm pretty sure Gurtak it has the dual Durendal cannon. So technically, those are Durendal cannons. We're not gonna use Gurtak. It kind of feels like weird to use him. Although he's technically allowed, we did Agraft for Pumas, but I don't know. We're gonna do Thunder instead. The extra choice in reinforcements works fairly well because we're gonna need the blueprints. We might lose. I've tried this before of line, so I know that it can work. The plus 100 supply production is gonna come in quite in handy because Durendals are expensive, and the extra choice for getting extra dust, for getting the ammo depots and stuff like that. And other than that, it's gonna be difficulty 4. It makes it easier to handle stuff, and we're most likely gonna merge because the Durendal turrets make it so that even if we get the higher tier enemies, then it makes it okay. Now there is an advantage to HQ to having Durendals in HQ. It's a lot easier to give detection to a bunch of units, and even if we get attenuator, we can just attenuate the HQ, give it extra range, and just give it detection. Yeah, it loses one range, but essentially the range that you gain, you take it back. No, actually, you can't do that because that has a weapon. So it's only air command, I guess. But air command can work, and so we need to pay extra attention to air command position, and then there's the HQ detection doctrine. So that's also available, and HQ slow. So that's the advantage that blue has. Obviously, it's a bigger HQ, and you don't have early sources of repair like you do in green, so it's a little bit rough. But let's give it a go. I guess there is a case for trying to do it with bulking with the flames, but in that case, if you don't get the Durendal fast, like really really fast, because you can get the banner and the helipad, so you get a little bit of repair. But if you don't get like a Durendal in like the first 2 waves, you're probably dead. So I guess you don't have I guess you have 10% repair, but that only covers you for like a couple waves. So, but it's probably doable as well with bulking. Okay, so let's just give it a go. We're gonna go Thunder. Difficulty 4, and we start. All right, so look at the map. So we can go this way. Looping takes a little while, but that's fine. I mean, it's gonna take a while anyways. We also probably not gonna have recon for a long time. That's another issue that we have with blue. And the reason is that we're not gonna go signal operator on officer quarters. First, it's expensive. Two, we really need those grenadiers as barricades. So yeah. Okay, so I also need to pay attention to the potential air command positions. Oh, and this is a problem, ain't it? Oh no. Because if we don't get it here, it needs to go in there, the air command position. Now, that being said, this isn't bad actually. Okay, so we would need 1, 2, right? 1, 2 platforms. We need 3 platforms. Three platforms is doable. 3 platforms is doable. So yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Now, what we don't love is the position, the entrance position. It's kind of wacky to place the to place the Durendals because you have this trait. Um, all right, let's go. And obviously we cannot use this, so we're gonna have to do that. Security perimeter for the discovery. It's actually nice, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We could drop officer headquarters right now. Well, that's an interesting idea. We could drop it right now to try to look for a Durendal. So we get the medic that has extra. It has extra HP, so it ups our damage a little bit. That's interesting. So just drop it turn 1 and try to lose as few points as possible, and we kind of drop it like around here, something like along these lines, so that we can try to get direct orders. If we get direct orders, it would be for the train. Because if we get the train in place, we're safe for a little while. So it will be 1, 2, try to look for a Durendal, and then there's Durendals and platforms. Okay, I like it. Let's see. Okay, we whiffed. Okay, platforms. Okay, we're gonna need it. And okay, no Durendals. It's fine. No, it's just a race to 1,100. We're not that far behind. Well, this is nice, but this gets us closer to it. Wait. Yeah, I'm getting this lag. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we're dead next turn if we don't see anything. Okay, I think that gets us to the threshold, right? Yep, it does. All right, that came in clutch. Oh, why are you like this game? Why are you evil like this? Anyways, we can probably point this nowhere. Not right now though. Actually, yeah, it probably works. But obviously we need this first. There you go. Now we're repairing. We still need at least 1 Durendal. And hopefully we don't get the Viscors. We don't like the Viscors in... I mean, the training works okay. Now, this is great, and so is this. Ooh. I think we're better off with the Hulky Fortress, to be honest. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's way too much. Because, remember, it applies... They multiply each other, so the 200 HP is essentially not 2000. It gets multiplied by that as well. And once we get the Imperial Barracks, it also scales with the Imperial Barracks. Now, I do think we can do this safely, because even the Pendors are never going to get in range, so this thing is never shooting. Hopefully I'm not wrong, because yeah, we're gonna go this way. This is already connected, so yep. All right, so we got some recon going. We're gonna be able to close more effectively. I think we're still leaking HP, so it's a race to get there. Now I'm gonna click on simple stock and the recon. That way maybe we get a... First of all, we don't see it again, which is good for us. The corner is a little bit problematic, because it's not a good corner in that regard. So this lets us take strays, corners. It's the same. It like doesn't really matter that much. Oh, we love this. Unfortunately, this shoots. Yep, all of those positions shoot. So we need a more like mortars. Let mortars work as well. Obviously, okay. So it gets in the way. It adds doctrines to the pool, so it gets in the way of Durendals. But we don't have Durendals yet, and the recon comes in handy. And we can always sell the bunker. So for now, we just get the recon like that. Alright. Mm. I mean, we could use two tech to get essentially like a replace one of those, but it again needs to go in a corner like that. So yeah, local acquisition seems like it's going to hit. Okay. Yeah, we get these freezes. I don't know why, but okay. So we're getting tropes and Mimucos. Those are not bad. Pretty decent actually. We can probably do this. I could reroll. Technically, we're gonna need something along these lines anyways. Maybe one like this to get this thing closer to HQ. Okay. Right. We're just missing like a couple of turns to get our turrets online. And no, the Viscors is good news for us. Hopefully I didn't say no to any Durendals, because that's something else that happens to me. Like I get hyper focused on other stuff and I don't notice the oh, we got a little bit more repair. We don't get up for tier 2 doctrines as much. They're okay, but yeah, no, this is probably better. And yeah, next wave. We're not dying this wave, so next wave we get the turrets. So we're online for a decent amount of time. Like probably until wave I don't know, 16, 17 on those lines. We need to find something else obviously after that, because but I'm assuming we're gonna see at least one Durendal before that. And maybe an amplifier that we can use to get our stuff together. And there is the first Durendal, and we got scaling with it. That's pretty nice. And yep, this is going to help. We get our turrets out, so that's the first Durendal. And we need to make a choice. Where are we going to place the Durendals? And this is why I did this, so that I can place the Durendals here to share a spot to buff HQ and the Durendal at the same time, and in a position where they should. So the first animal depot will go like there. Now, I also need to focus heavily on the platforms because there it is. Because remember, we need to make space for the air command. So unless this gets an air command position, we are kind of in trouble. Well, we're not in trouble just yet, but I mean we need to hedge against Lecos, right? So we use the padding to help against the other threats, especially Torrests and Megamucos, I guess. And all right, this is cool. It's gonna save us cash anyways. Drill camps is also pretty nice. We're most likely not sharing a space. Actually, yeah, we are sharing spaces. Like, yeah, and we can't cover all of them. So yeah, we like it. Now we need to reroll this, especially since it's also giving us a damage. So I like this. So because we're already like very far ahead in terms of positions, and yeah, we didn't get the. Probably gonna go high 3 anyways. Are we, though? Are we really? Because this is shooting where we needed to shoot at the beginning. I don't think so. I think we just keep it like this and try to get something from it. We don't. I mean, we needed to accumulate doctrines. We're fine with that range. Again, once we go this way, I mean, we could even just close it off here and just get a bit in there. Krylos makes it a little bit like a little bit of a problem. Maybe during that position over platform. The answer is yeah, still. Right now, the only thing that we take over Durendals are obviously HQ detection or their command, because we're not guaranteed to see them, and it's the only solution that we have for Lecos right now. So if we somehow get Lecos, we essentially need a solution for it. And the platforms we like, but okay, so we like the platforms. This scales the Durendals, obviously not the ones from HQ. So ooh. Oh man. So platform. No, I think it's gonna be the rate of fire or the other one. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the game. Alright, we do it this way. It's fine. So most of the stuff is gonna come this way, which we like. This is where most of our firepower is right now. The reason I didn't take that one right there, again, is I want to maximize my chances of getting inner command positions without spending 3 platforms for it. Supply. The other stuff is never going to get played because just on direct orders alone. Well, I guess right now we have a Durendal. I would take an ammo depot over a Durendal here as well. We also have emitter positions here, not there. Like 2 emitter positions. That's fine. We need like 3 range to cover our bases. Just notice it. We found the air command. Okay, that's good. And I'm pretty sure we, as soon as we can play it, we play it. All right, we got this out of order because that's the one that goes there. So we reroll. No, it's not. It doesn't work, right? I think it's missing one. It's okay. We just use. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anyways. Actually, no, it was enough. It's just the neutral building is the thing that blocks us. Oh god, game. Why are you like this? But actually, I miscalculated, so we just only need 2 platforms and we got them, so we do it. For 2 reasons. It gives us recon. Unless we want the discovery. The answer is we want the recon. We still want to be able to reroll. And we do have intelligence gathering, so we're and early warning is fantastic, and now we have detection. So we don't have a Lecos problems anymore. The only problems that we have with Lecos right now is it's targeting essentially. So if somehow they get masked, but again that happens with all the other units. So we just need to be able to separate them and be able to essentially give enough time to the other stuff to shoot. That's fine. Now every platform now can be, and this is at 0. It should have been at 0 forever, which is great for us. And okay, production. Yeah, sure. We can take some production. We already have enough repair, and the barracks are gonna come in handy eventually if we manage to get some corners. Top priority right now are well, I guess HQ is low. We take it because it's rare, but obviously Durendals, range on HQ and range on weapons, and anything that we can use to buff HQ also works. Not to the same degree, of course, but you know it's nice. Yeah, we're not gonna have too many of those, so we take the discount. And I mean, yellow ears, which is the one that you want to use. All right, so we do it like this. I'm almost certain that this is not gonna mess up because the straight line is like right there, and this has quite reduced range. Look, up, right. Now because we rolled Sanatropes, we kind of like Sanatropes for the end game. Right now, it's a little bit of a. Actually, it's not that big of a deal. It's probably the better of the other ones as well. We take the like more of the viable choices. Is probably the worst, the one that we want to see the least. But I mean, can't really be that picky, to be honest. So we probably extend on this side. That loses our battlefront, so maybe we do it in this side. I don't know. I'm probably gonna upgrade you, and it's gonna be long battle most likely. Because we're gonna go Flareon probably on the first one. Like even covers the back lines a little bit, which is not bad. And we found the attenuator, which we take because we can play that on HQ. And we found our first corner, and we can close that way. That's fine. So no Krylos means that we could probably get away with placing our making a pit, but maybe not there. Maybe we make the pit there, but just to keep the pit, but we don't close off the map. Closing off the map does have an advantage, and that is that it allows us to essentially get stuff. Uh, uh, like mission controls and stuff like that. Like it gives us a lot of real estate, so that's not bad per se. But this is a decent amount of damage, so we can take it. Probably there. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna buff anything else. There you go. Nice. We really need that first ammo level. Yeah, that's fine. That was a rough wave. We might be dead to wave 20, to be honest. There is a, to be honest, again. We can get 50% HP there. And we found another Durendal, which is great. I need to find positions to place my Durendals. Okay. Yeah, probably even over getting the other stuff. I shouldn't have placed that there then if I was going to do that, unfortunately. Here is fine too, but go. And this one cannot be oh, and I do have another a couple of more emitter positions that I didn't consider, I guess. Okay, so we should probably place another Durendal. Should it be here? That is kind of a natural, but here is not bad either because it's gonna point towards this side as well. Like eventually in turn 23, in turn 25, there's already a position in there. So, there you go. Okay. All right, got the usual bot that we ban. All right. It's not bad. Obviously, we need to roll heavy for the cornering here, and we can probably do this already. Although I want to maximize my chances of getting an amplifier. Now, what the hell do we amplify though? Because which of the Durendals? There is the amplifier. And obviously we can't take this one, or this one, or that one, or that one. This one, this one. There you go. Okay. Gotta live with the lag a little bit. I would like that. The problem is, I mean, yeah, eventually. Alright, so we are amplifying one of the Durendals. The thing is, if I do this, obviously we cannot share an ammo depot. I was thinking ammo depot, but the plus one is the plus one here enough? So it gets us past to this threshold there, which is good for us. It's actually very good for us, and it's not that bad because it's shooting everything that's passing by a little bit, but the stuff that takes the short corner, this is going to focus on, and the entrance, right? So that's not bad. It's not bad per se. So I could do it here as well. This is fine too. But I don't mind that one. And obviously this is gonna help a bit. And we will love a second. Like if we get an ammo depot, we're already completely covering the map, which is great for us. And we're almost in the yellow ears territory. Right. Yeah, most of the stuff is gonna take the long route, which again we kinda like. Digging that. So it's gonna be 23, 25, or in 25 already there, which is great. And we're gonna loop a little bit around. Advanced Durendal, yes. Yeah, that's a lot better than the other one. Okay. And that one we might be able to place here. And the reason is because it's gonna share the +1 range from the amplifier and the ammo depot. The first ammo depot, we just place it there. That's great. You know, the range is the main focus in that one, but also we love the rate of fire and the damage as well. Just waiting a little bit here and see if we get some more discounts. Not quite, but I mean, obviously, by example, doesn't matter because we got a bunch of Durendals. No, we roll this. Yes, we like this one. All right. I mean, this is gonna be a blessed machine regardless, so. All right. We're not doing that poorly. We really want Lecos as the first one. High 0, platforms cost 0. I mean, platform costing 0 doesn't really matters to us a whole lot because we're gonna have cash. But yellow ears are expensive, so we can also use this. That's actually a decent one. There you go. Again, eventually everything gets yellow ears, but for now that's gonna give us some extra. So it's gonna give extra damage to everybody, which is great, and it's decent amount of weapons. Okay, more Durendals. Nope. Yeah, it's elevation 1. it's not awful. Obviously, we don't do it just yet. We want to try to get on this. It's fantastic. We want to try to get a couple of platforms. Yeah, dependers don't matter. We dependers. Yeah, that short entrance there, it's a little bit problematic, but we're counting that this has most HP, so essentially we're counting that if the big targets take this route, these Miros are gonna focus. These Durendals are gonna focus on them. If they don't do that, well, then we lie. But I mean, we die in general if that happens. So as we said, we're gonna do it this way, so we do it this way. Now we have almost full coverage, and +1, -2. I need that. I need an extra. We start with that one because I need an extra. I need at least one platform, but hopefully two. I'm gonna know what our tier 3 is. Please, Lecos. Lecos and Coleptis is what works the best for us. I guess no. I guess Lecos and maybe Medacris. Because Lecos are fast, but not as fast as Medacris, so we get them in stages. Torrest. I mean, we can deal with Torrest effectively. Because those Durendals are pretty nasty. And we get Torrest and Lecos. Okay. We are prepared for Lecos. And again, eventually we're gonna deal with Torrest. So yeah, we're not in that bad of a position. Like we're accumulating enough cash. And yeah, we start with you. I just realized that this is not a viable. Yeah, it is in a middle position because we pointed towards HQ. Yeah, like it happens to me sometimes. I get like stuck in one, and we did find one. So it's gonna be +1 range, +1 from the long barrels, -2. So we are back at the same position, and yep, this looks good. Yeah, this looks good. I mean, obviously a little bit more over here would be fantastic, but I mean, we can give it another. We can give it another turn and see if we can find something else, but an extra platform. But even if we don't, we're kind of happy with it, anyways. Actually, we can wait for Torrest, or tier 3s, I guess. So. And that one also has detection, which also shoots Lecos, which we like as well. That's nice. Obviously, we can't take rifles. Structural network is kind of cute, but I think another weapon with Durendals, because again, the beginning you don't run out of them, but eventually you do. So. Now, if we decide to go endless, we might have a little bit of an issue with Krylos. Because I don't think they're gonna get targeted. And we did find our platform, which is great. So we get the platform. We need to drop the Durendal, so. Okay. Long barrel, Florium, less machine, and look. No, obviously we have an issue with them switching from Torrest, but that's fine. If they're switching, that means that the Torrest have taken a lot of damage. I'm happy with that. Uh, very happy with that. We could even add a Durendal next to their command, and that's gonna give it detection. Durendal or best practices with a Durendal, a bit of cash. And here, do we want to create a pit? Technically, Ursa calculators do not get yeah, this makes it go further away from us. And rerolling has the advantage of improving our damage, so we like that. We keep it rolling. I could do this. +1, get a little bit more damage in there. Yeah, sure. Let's try to roll a little bit more. Discounts. Because right now we are at cost reduction 1. I mean, wave 31 is going smoothly. And we found a second ammo depot, which is great. And it's powerful host. No, major breach. Okay. It's still a decent one to have. +2 range in here. I like it. I dig it. And we also have an extra position there. There you go. Yep. And look at that. And we are going to get more. So it's going to be probably here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now we need extra range. Well, I guess another amplifier works. Now I could start placing my Imperial Barracks pointing nowhere and giving 10% damage to HQ. Because again, they're not gonna shoot either. Hey, how's it going? Graper. Oh, Grapekeeper. Playing Robo lately? Probably not, right? I'm trying. I've been playing a lot of Tower Dominion. It's a roguelike tower defense game. Yeah, it's quite fun. Doing a challenge run right now. We're only only able to use this specific tower. Called Durendals. Short towers that hit very hard, but I think what we do is we go loop around here and we'll kill the map in here. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to get. Well, I guess eventually maybe we get like a. No, the meter there doesn't do much for us, but maybe the one here. If we give it a +2. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Who knows? Maybe we get Xeno Extractor, and with Xeno Extractor, we get the tech, and we can just keep getting ammo depots. And we got the expertise. I think we take the expertise over the cost reduction because we're gonna have decent amount of cash. And there was another Durendal in there, but we had 3 already, and we're not using them. That was wave 34. Yeah, okay. We can probably afford Bless Machine already. There you go. So if we count the tiles, we're gonna have 1 in 35. So the return is 3 tiles, 4, 5, 6. So we can close off the map in 6 tiles. So that's 12 turns. That is wave 46. So when Threxid arrive, and we get an extra discount on focus militarization. Sure, I mean, doesn't really matter. Tier 2 doctrines. Sure. We really want those platforms. Oh, right. We don't have a lot of recon either, so I need to take that into account. Interesting. We got it. Some amount of recon, but oh, this is the final wave. Oh. So if we kill this, the challenge is completed. But obviously we gonna hit endless just to see how it goes. A little bit. Before that, we assess a little bit the run, right? Let's just look at the. Yeah, this is over. Like, they don't stand a chance. It's too much power with the yellow ears. Now, bulking would go hard on this in red. So imagine 3 flames. You are gonna be able to have 1 with 3 flames, 2 with 2 flames, and 1 with 1 flame, right? Actually, a few with 1 flame. So we hit endless. And then Durendals in HQ did more damage. It's not surprising, but I mean, it's close. It's fairly close. And we get 2 tech. Yeah, we get the 2 tech here. Because it allows us to add extra range to probably our Durendals, right? Because HQ, it's... Yeah, so we got the reveal. The first ones are Parasis and Megamucos alongside the Vagus. Yeah, we still need more ammo depots to get into the... So that HQ shoots the entire wave. And we can probably get away with that as well. Yeah, this is one of those where you can essentially hit next and not hit next, hit endless and just continue for a little while because it's at least a little bit interesting. Obviously, middlers, they're not going to be as effective. Like mortars, forget about it. Well, unless you're playing Sinio, I guess. Because we could do like mortars with Sinio and sort of like that, and it's probably going to work out. And what else can we use? Oh yeah, claymores for sure. Claymores can reach 250. Like because they have enough. Like if you win, right? So I think it was Big Boss Odin made it in like to 52 something like that on Discord, which is kind of insane. +1 reinforcement budgets. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, because right now we want HQ slow, and okay. Oh, talking about slow. Yeah, we like it. We like it. We take it already. There you go. There you go. There you go. And we like this because it slows them down. It chooses them where they're going here. And once we get the Mucos split here, they're gonna shoot in the back line as well. So yeah, we like that quite a bit. Now I don't know how far can we make it, but if somehow we roll the 1 in 11 chance that we have a Xeno extractor, it gets interesting. I mean, we can't really finish the game. I don't think Durendals are enough to get us there. Not with this scaling, because we have merged battlefronts, but we can probably push it a little bit, or even make it to 60 if we get the Xeno Extractor. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe because what we would be looking for was orbital cannon and pulse rifles, and we can't use those because those are not Durendals. So maybe if we count as not Durendals as Durendals, then maybe yes, or probably not. Final mobilization is cool, but I think a secondary command just for the Threxid anti-air, and we're gonna need a little bit of and can we fit you here to give not just detection but rate of fire to this Durendal? The answer is yes. So we take it and we go. Yeah, we need the recon. We get air damage and 50% rate of fire is decent. Obviously, yellow ears give it a lot of rate of fire, and those are the endless. Those. We really want that extra ammo depot. And not just the ammo depot, we want to... Ooh, the other thing that would go really hard would be like if we get Xeno Extractor. Okay, so we're still missing one amplifier. So it would be Xeno Extractor, we amplify probably an ammo depot. That's the funny thing about it, right? Either an ammo depot or an Omega emitter, but it's probably gonna be the ammo depot. It's more effective. And because we're gonna burn the map, we're gonna be able to place the buildings that give extra tech, and we just use that to make all of our ammo depots, sorry, all of our Durendals shoot the entire battlefront, and we're just gonna be limited by a real estate, but that's okay. I mean, it's again in a regular run where we try to push it, obviously we make it a little bit longer, but here this is gonna do the job. And we found 2 ammo depots. We are very happy with that. And we're gonna hold on to one just in case because we're gonna have 2 here. Just in case. No, we don't want that one. Not that one. This one. Okay. Alright, that's cool. And now we make this guy share that. There you go. And now we are shooting almost the entire way through. So an emitter gets us in there. And this guy needs a little bit more range, but that's okay. Again, that's okay. What else are we looking for? Obviously, HQ's low. So we're looking for that. Krylos might actually kill us. That's the funny thing about Krylos in this one. Because we can't really isolate them anywhere. Well, I guess these guys could shoot them. Because they don't quite get into the path, and the path is quite long. So yeah, maybe that guy. And I might need to place another one here. It seems like a good idea anyway, so... And I got 3 Durendals, so... Yeah, that was nice. And another Durendal or recon production. I think recon production right now. We really want to kill that. Get that real stay with the. But I could place another Durendal already. Cool. I mean, we got a decent amount of positions for them. Like right now, doesn't matter as much the ones in the backlines, but the ones in the backlines come into play when we start getting the Mimucos split, because the Mimucos split is not gonna get targeted by the frontline Durendals because they don't have enough HP. So that's something else to consider. Development opportunity, and yeah, sure. Not gonna use it most likely because maybe we got cash for days. Can do that. Ooh, now this is looking juicy now. Even at high zero. We had high zero tactics, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, so he has 10% extra damage. So that's nice. We could use the 10% to get another Flareon, but I don't think so. I think we're gonna save the tech just in case we get another amplifier. It's fine. Okay, yeah, 20% damage, bless machine, that's cool. Really cool. And we can add another one for sure. Again, Threxid has extra. It's air, so that 50% against air, it's quite effective, and it's shield damage too. So it's both good against Bagus and Threxid. So that's nice. We would happily take air domination, another air command to get our air multiplier up. HU slow, of course, that will go really well for us. We are saying no to neutrals, but again, we don't want to get the enemies anyways spawning in a position where we're not shooting at them. So we got plenty of real estate here. Like we're not gonna be able to kill this with Durendals. I guess not with this attitude, right? but no, just in general, it's probably not gonna happen anyways. I mean, they're dying fairly early into the maze, which we like. Oh, this is an interesting one. I think we just take I mean, this is nice, but it's not damage, so we just take an extra weapon, I suppose, and we can, yeah, positions for it there. And we get a second pass at them. Their starting lag is quite noticeable. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, and we did get Krylos. Look. Oh, but they do get hit by. So it's not that bad. Now, the funny thing about mission controls is that for this particular case, we don't want higher tier building chances because Durendals are tier 1, so and we need more Durendals. Those are our weapons. So we just go damage. Collaboration, coordinate, whatever the name is to that thing. And because we ran out of blueprints already. But we're happy with that decision. Look at that. Those Durendals are very good. Oh, we got suppressive fire. Okay. This is starting to look a lot better. And obviously we cannot take this one, but we could take a T here. We didn't get the T, that's fine. Because now it's just 45 and it's 47 to actually close. And Threxid is coming in 2 turns, and the only thing that is missing is CNIDs and Coleptis, and we don't care that much about those. You go. Make use of the audio spectrum. And we can see the HQ slow doing its job. Alright, this is actually quite nice. I was thinking wave 50, but I mean, I don't know about the air multiplier though, because the air multiplier right now is low. We're at 20%, which is not fantastic. So, so yeah, maybe not yet. I could place my Imperial Barracks, but I'm happy that I didn't place them in the positions that I initially wanted to, because a couple of those corners are gonna get uh, essentially contaminated with the pit right now. So they're still not moving enough. That is going to change with Threxid. Threxid is gonna pull a lot of the targeting away from us. We did find a second air command, which we take. Obviously, with a like in a regular run, obviously you take the garrison, but I mean it's not a regular run. And for this one, can we get away with? Nope, nope. Yeah, here essentially we're trying to help this. There is no position in there that it can touch. Yeah, maybe at some point we place one there. That's fine. Just in case, because that makes our air multiplier 30%, and we can check the Durendals to see the damage. So you can see it's we got less percentage damage against air, so we're still being penalized, right? So it's 50% without anti-air, and we are at 20% penalty. Does that make sense? We're gonna have to look at the numbers, because obviously that 297 is buffed so by the other percentage increases that we have in the weapons and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, this is pretty good, because that increased 15% damage those guys as well. Now we adding a little bit of trouble, because next one we need a corner and we don't have a lot of rerolls, because we're gonna have them cost more, but hopefully we get the corner, we just close off and just if we get a T, we get a pit anyways, and we can just get the pit and keep rolling for later stuff. But I'd rather just close off the map already. Maybe not. Probably yes. Probably want to close off the map. Like I'm feeling moderately comfortable playing against Threxid here. Because of the HQ slow, because we have that double dip on that 4 Durendals in there. And I think they do count. These are essentially these do have a bonus, a multiplier against air. I'm pretty sure, because this is air damage. So because it is air damage, it counts with this. So we have 80% air damage here, and it's 80 minus 50 from the penalty, so it'll be 30% against air, and it's multiplied. So we can actually check it already. Look at that. Yeah, as you can see, 282, 397. So it's bigger damage, and the damage that appears there is calculated already. So no, we can't really take that. The platform is really nice. Eventually it's gonna do stuff for us. And I run out of Durendals. Probably these guys are never gonna get a range. Let me see. If we could get 2 range, then would probably be worth it. I don't think that's happening unless. I mean, we roll for the bid first because if it is Cerebral Extractor, we're gonna be able to give them range. So, and if we are able to give them range, then it's a different story because we can make them go and shoot in here and in here, and if we do that, like the 60s, the mid 60s is in play. Because right now I think it's like 50 something, 51, 52, something like that. Like we got the first pass, and they're like the Threxids are at nearly half HP, and the HQ didn't shoot at them for a long time, so they're probably gonna die fairly. Like they're less than 50 already. Yeah, the slow is quite clutch. The next wave, we're gonna get Omegamucos as well. We can have HQ detection, sure, why not? One, and we got it. No luck, okay. It's flats from now on. Yep. That does mean that we could place one of you already. Because we got all the tech that we were gonna get. Now we can still increase the HQ range with emitters. Like we're right in the edge, right? Yeah, we are. We need an extra range to get in there, and we need a couple of extra ranges to go over this side there, like corner. Because Durendals have AoE, we did better in here because of the Mucos. Which is yeah, it's kind of funny. And now fences are allowed technically in the challenge, but I think I'll just take a division relay. Got it. Oh, solid foundation is kind of okay too. But yeah, no, we'll take it like this, I think. Again, we could start getting 10% damage to giving 10% damage to HQ with the Imperial Barracks. I don't think that matters that much. We probably like this. See from another angle. Yeah, now that we have a little bit of mucus going ahead, but there's still not a huge issue because we have a couple of Durendals that are not getting action that are gonna come into play. If we get remember they have rear guard and there is quite a discrepancy in sizes on the other side. Yeah, we go amplifier over the high grade explosive, which we love high grade explosives. Don't get me wrong, but this is too good to ignore, and this is precisely the one that we wanted. So we just take it and we're just gonna start growing on this side, I guess, mission controls and stuff like that. And now we do need to find a spot that we can use. Oh, I just realized that we don't have a spot for amplifying HQ and a current Durendal. Oh boy. That is kind of sad. Alright, so we have to send it and wait for a... We have to send it and wait for a Durendal. Dang it. It's okay, but... yeah, I should have noticed this. Probably goes there. Yeah, probably there. Fire rate and it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Start working on that spot. Hopefully we get it before we die, but I could also give +1 range to these guys over here, but I think I'd rather have it on HQ. Right. I guess high-grade explosive is not something that badly now. Now the good thing about mission controls as we stand right now is that we're gonna be able to get mission controls with 5 control extensions, so it's like 20% extra damage, right? No, actually it's 30% because we don't increase the chances of higher tier blueprints, so that'll be 10 extra. So 10 and 4 per control extension. So that's 5. Yep, 30%. Which is pretty decent. I mean, we got plenty of weapons. Actually, no, we need more. But we got a decent amount of weapons. Let's say it like that. And we do like the speed here. The pits don't count as neutral buildings, unfortunately. So it's just gonna be a little bit of recon. But they're a building, so. And we do have intelligence gathering. Okay. So we did find the Durendal position, and we take it already. No. It's gonna be +2 range. Doesn't quite get us there. We need the 2 platforms. It's a little bit insane, but we need them. I could place the fencing here with direct connections or derived connections, whatever the name of the. Because the fences don't shoot, so the fences are allowed in this type of challenge, but not just yet. And because of the slow, we're still able to keep them packed. So the secondary targets from the Durendals uh, are hitting maximum amount of targets most likely most of the time, and they are killing the Mucos as well, which is quite nice. Uh, platforms. Blueprint on 3. Hmm. Never been more disappointed of seeing. Okay, we're okay with this. Uh, it really doesn't get into the path because it's +1/+1 maybe in this position alone, so it's just not good enough. I mean, I could do it here, I suppose, and then I place a Durendal later on there. It's not completely awful. I mean, high zero does have 10% extra damage. Okay. Yeah, I can live with that. Alright, so long barrel here. Less machine. And then we go certify amplifier. And we go... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. There you go. Yep. And now HQ is shooting here. And it's helping with the slow in there. And it's also shooting them here as well. And we got a higher chance of seeing more Durendals, which is precisely what we need. I think we'll probably make it to 55 as it is. But I can't say for sure. We're starting to get a runoff Mucos. But again, we do have backline defenses with Durendals. Both on in HQ. Oh, the problem is if we get runaways, tier 4 enemies, those we cannot handle as much. Those are a little bit of a problem. She got an Omegamucos in there. It's not fantastic. Yeah, this is gonna come in handy. Oh, there is a Durendal. But I think we still want their command. little lag in here. There you go. We already checked those positions, so I don't think there is a good position for a rear, but here there is, because we can place a Durendal in there. That is a, oh, it's a big lag with the spawning. Yeah. Okay, we got a split. We're taking care of the splits in there. Yeah, maybe if we're doing this. Well, I mean, we could try to do this with 4 battlefronts opens. It is harder to do for sure. Because the way you do it with blue essentially is just you try to roll for the other doctrines that help you deal with the stuff like burst rifles and obviously the orbital, but orbital doesn't matter as much for that particular case, but because it's always gonna target the endless enemies. And we haven't seen mission control. I think maybe we saw one, but didn't say yes to it. High grade explosive, yeah, is some buffing that we were missing. You wait a little bit for the lag. Oh, right, we got tiles as well. Alright, so we reroll once. There you go. And we got that. Yeah. Can probably get away with this. Up against Baus. And we go secondary barrack and support team. Secondary barrack support team. I don't know what's going on with the input lag. Why are we getting input lag? But we are getting input lag. Obviously, it's not there. It could be here. Yep. Yeah, that shoots nothing. Support team. Got 4 more. For these ones, we can just keep going this way. Secondary barrage support team. I mean, that's not a small amount of damage either, so. Yeah, we got a 5 position in there. Let's try not to mess it up. Next one we can start working on this side. We're gonna start seeing doctrines for the Imperial Barracks. That's what I delayed. But I mean, it's 70% extra damage on HQ. Like, that's not nothing. Actually, 80% because we place one there. Yeah. And after this one, we have done shooters for all the tier 1s except scout hideouts. Scout hideouts are a little bit rough. It is doable, but you need to get lucky with the enemies. Now you need to get lucky with the enemies in all stages, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, because their targeting is way too. It's not like Miradors that you can play around it by essentially making the path work better for them. Like you can work on the path. Ooh. How do we feel about that split? Because we might not be able to isolate them enough. I mean, that Durendal is gonna do work over there. That's great. You still got a ton of them. And they gain momentum. I swear they gain momentum and they accelerate. Yep. I don't think we probably don't make it past 55 because again we have our backlines defended with those Durendals in there. Yeah, once the big guys died, then the HQ weapons come into play and they slow, and that's good. But we still a little bit of issue here. Okay, I amplified the thing, and now I can't take it because the game keeps offering me. I mean, we have to take this. This is okay. So before we do that, we are still in the negative, doing less damage to Threxid than our. And now we are even. So we have 5. And that applies to nearly all Durendals. So now, sadly, that does mean that yeah, I don't think we make it past 55. I think like we're probably okay this way, but it's a split. The split is just to yeah. Now once they get ahead, can't really keep up with them. Yeah, I see at least 4 more Omegamucos, and we got the first split, but it's not gonna get targeted. Yeah, so we have the first troublemakers there. We're gonna get a little bit of hits on them, which is great. It is fine if they don't, if the Trexids stay alive and they don't pop until later with the Trexids, because that means that they get targeted with the other, yeah, like that, like that Bagus over there. Because it's near the Trexid, so it's just getting targeted by the other Durendals. Like if they keep together, we're fine. Like we're not scared if this happens. Yeah, technically, Megamucos is what kills you, but in reality, okay, so 10% extra damage. Type ranks is 20% extra damage, so I think 20% is more than 10%, right? So we just take that one. Yeah, that's the type of math that you come here for. Um, let's double check. I don't miss any damage multiplier from neutrals. I don't think so. Okay, so what else can I do? Not much really. I try to get a little bit of 10% in here with this thing, but are we risking this shooting somewhere? Yeah, probably not. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. We did get 20%, right? Oh wait, these are not. This guy is not 10%. But if I do this, this guy would get this. There you go. So we can do that nonsense, right? Hopefully it doesn't shoot learning machine, of course, so it doesn't have extra range. I'm pretty sure it doesn't hit the... Now this one, this guy is in the same spot. Pretty much all of them are. But we still good. Unless tropes drop in there. If tropes drop in there, we're in trouble. But like right in there. And yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll just risk it, honestly. Yeah, it's already over, right? The challenge already passed. The challenge portion is already done, but we still do it. I guess then if we're doing that, might as well maximize a little bit for damage on HQ. Doing this. I mean, worst case scenario, we just sell it, right? Like if we run out of HQ spaces. No. Pretty sure I already checked that one. Nope. Nope. Dang it. I don't think I have an extra. I guess there. Yeah, there. No, no, actually no, because this is +1 range. So that's an amplifier. All right. I suppose this one maybe. Actually, yeah, that one. Somehow it works. Doesn't shoot into the path. All right. Let's send it and see how it goes. Well, I could go the drive connections in there. All right. Yeah, they are allowed, so because they electrified, not that they don't shoot. So we have explained. All right. I mean, that was a decent amount of multiplier. Extra damage, I mean. No. Fine. Nonsense. Had to sell it. We can check. That's the only one that shot, right? Yeah, that's the only one. And that's essentially an Omegamucos spot. So we know that. So I know that the Sanatropes, when they drop, they bring extra units. And while they're dropping, the animation might trigger a shot. Actually, we did quite nicely with the... Oh, well, that's interesting. So which one is this one? I'm guessing yeah, one of the buff ones there. Yep. Makes sense. So maybe Flareon doesn't make that much sense, although it does help in the regular game. And the reason it is that we just use that to buff range for HQ. So we're almost maxed out in that regard. Okay, so we found a Durendal list. And the Durendal goes here most likely. I can get one there. We'd have place. No, but this is more range. At this stage, both elements might make more sense too. Okay. I mean, the thing is, with Ursa Calculator, we may be in a lot better position. Sorry, with Xeno Extractor to get Ursa Calculators and to get the extra range with the whatever the name is of the building, the one that gives tech. Things may be a bit different. Then again, this run it's already taken a little while, so. So if we get a pop right in there to make sure the the thing doesn't shoot. Yeah, that animation there. I think that's what triggered the. Got a little bit of happy split in there, but there's still not I think we're still good because the Threxid is dying, and once the Threxid dies, the Vagus dies quite quickly, and all right. Okay, we found a mission control. And I don't think we did all this at all. Okay. operative strategy, predictive, strategy planning. Got another Durendal. Okay, so we got 2 Durendals out of that. So maybe it did make sense to save for the... Because that makes that guy get 20%. Okay, send that. Yeah, we got a decent chunk of damage, right? From the... So it's 4 per damage, so that's 20%. Obviously, just 1 bladder front, and then it's 10%. So yeah, 30% to every building. Yeah, to every weapon, actually. But I mean, we don't have like say for HQ, all of our buildings have 1 weapon, just the Durendal cannon. That split, it's yeah, like it doesn't look insane, but it's still big. Now we do have the backline Durendal that doesn't really get that distracted against Threxid, because it doesn't have a lot of range, so that's good for us. But this is kind of a problem. Probably still fine. Yeah. All right. Now we just need another mission control. Maybe we do want to up the chances of higher tier, just try to chain the mission controls. This is actually pretty not. It's actually pretty good. All right, so I just need to find a position where we can. So where it doesn't shoot. Like there, or maybe here. No, here it does shoot, and it's quite literally the... So in those ones doesn't shoot. This one it does. So probably this one. Yeah, it's blocked. It's because it's shooting into HQ. It's 30%, right? 30% extra damage. And 1 range. Wait. Yeah, I need another one, right? It's there, but I need it. I need at least 2 more. All right, send it. But I don't know that's quite enough to get us through this. I mean, Mastercraft of it is not bad, right? It's just 10% global. Probably too many of them. Because we're still halfway with the... Yeah, we're still halfway, and yeah, we don't have isolation on the... I mean, they're dying fast, it's just that not fast enough, I think. We still got the Megamucos on top there. I mean, looking for us, that wasn't a lot of them in there. So. Yeah, we're safe this wave. Let me find another mission control. Just precisely what we need. And we found that. Which we like. It's not precisely what we need, but who cares? It's good enough, I guess. Alright, so we up the chances of higher tier, I think. Yeah, because we need to start getting the mission controls as well. Nah, never mind. Kind of useless. No, Durendal is fine. And then another Durendal we like. And this makes this guy have 4 adjacent buildings. So the 0 cost has less range. I think we like it there more. And then there's of course these moves here. I don't think that is as good. This one is embodied there. +1 range. But I do think in here for 20% extra damage and then coverage on both sides, probably good enough. The range is not great, but the range in high 0 is also not great. Like we cash in the return, that's fine, but still not quite. Still not quite what we want. Could go here. But if we're doing that, probably the here makes more sense. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And that gave that one. Not that. High ranks. And we did find a neutral this turn. Hey, this run is taking a little while, isn't it? Yeah. So, uh, come on, die, die. Oof, that's a lot more. That's probably a lot more than we can handle, isn't it? Okay, so we do have those 3 Durendals because we have one turn off that is gonna turn on right now. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Come on, come on, come on. Kill it, kill it. Yes. All right. So we made it to 60, which is yeah, with only one line mortar shooting once. It's been all Durendals apart from that one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, game. Oh no. Come on. That's just straight up mean, man. So we could give 10% to every Durendal except the ones that are adjacent to HQ, and we don't have a lot of those, by the way. Actually, we have none of them adjacent to HQ. Well, don't mind if I do then. Uh, and it's probably over because I don't think we make it with only the 10% damage increase. But you know, it's been fun. So I don't know how much time waves are taking. I need to pay a little bit more attention to that. But you know, it's almost 2 hours around. Damn, is that 10% that good? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I wasn't accounting for the Miko split. Still, they're, they're hitting. Damn, they're going hard. That is a lot of Threxid as well. Come on, you can do it. Come on, come on. Kill all of them, kill all of them. Also, they're still getting distracted, they're still getting distracted. Now they turn. Okay, nice. Okay. We're safe against those, I think. I'm pretty sure because, yeah, we got these guys that can handle it. Oh, but now they're getting distracted on the other side. Yeah, we leaked a little bit there because they have too much range now. Okay. Oh, we got a Durendal. It's another weapon. We like that. Okay, we reroll once, reroll twice. No neutral, sadly. And it might be time to consider doing this. Just to get that. I mean, we still got a decent coverage in the entrance there, but a little bit of more backline that, protection just to see if we can push it one more wave. Just one more wave. Like the wave is looking a lot better than the previous splash, but we do have that input lag, and that is new. That's something that didn't happen. And even these type of runs, I usually didn't start to go in back to the main menu and come back until a little bit late. It depends on the run, right? Depends on the, like in green, you had to start doing it like mid 50s. Now you can just wait forever. Now it's just if the game essentially crashes, you can just stay forever, and as long as you're outscaling, you don't die. The maximum amount I went was like 90. It was even a carrier run, which they tend to go a little bit slower. So it's like 90. I just had to turn off the computer because I had to leave. So. Oh, that's too many of them. That's too many Omegamucos. And the other issue that we have is that because of that positioning and the slow, our backline Durendals are gonna get distracted, unfortunately, because they're moving too slow. They're just not dying fast enough. Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they are. Come on, come on, come on. Move along, move along. Actually, I think they might. I think. Okay, 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 okay. Switch, 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 switch. Come on, they're far away. They're far away. Switch, switch. We still have two Omegamucos. Yeah, it's probably done. Because we still have two Omegamucos in there. And they're gonna pop right in near us. With the, yeah. There it is. No. I killed them in time. And just have the one extra Durendal. I mean, we could do it like this. And this one, it's not gonna get distracted by the... I mean, it's going to help in the front, but it is not gonna get distracted later on. So we could try it. Who knows? There you go. Let's go. So probably the last one, and that took Like 7 minutes, something like that. Okay. I mean, still relatively okay. At least for me, I don't know. I'm so used to bad performance out of my PC that like in this case, we really don't want those Omegamucos splitting until a little bit later. Or we want them to split but keep tied with the Threxid. I mean, the funny thing with this run is that we probably had the. I mean, obviously, we didn't have the restriction on Durendals. It wasn't that bad. We got offered rifles. I'm not sure that we got offered naval collaboration, but we could have obviously rolled for a little bit more pits. And it wasn't a bad one. Okay, this pop in there we don't mind as much, although yeah, we lost the slow. Yeah, honestly, that's the other thing, right? Without the slow from the werewolves, which is usually what you do, werewolves or sanction cannons, stuff like that. And obviously, if you have carriers, you just do Sino prognosis, and that's enough. Like if you make the road long enough, that takes care of the stragglers because it slows them down and just hits every one of them. And it's just not the case here. And yeah, those two weapons are not gonna get distracted. Turn, there you go. Still probably not enough damage for what is coming. Yeah. It was close too. But so long. All right. It was fun though. It was fun. And yeah, those guys, say for that one little mortar in waves 50 something, whatever, and they're way ahead. So we like it. We like it. Well, guys, thank you for watching and see you on the next one.